Hi, Maria the Amateur Crafter here. It's pajama night. I don't know why it's pajama night because I said it was pajama night, so it's pajama night. Anyways, I want to show you something that I did, so bear with me on the camera. That's going to be yucky for a minute. I can't believe I did this. Okay. So, here's my really messy office, or not office, but my other thing. That is 6 boxes of mugs. And I have to come clean here because I'm the one who says don't buy more than you're ever going to use. There's 24 in a box, okay? They're sublimation mugs. I did get an order. The order is definitely not this big, but I did that. So I wanted to show you that. I also wanted to show you my sublimation printer. So this is our catch-all room. That's why it's awful, and sorry about that. Here's how my printers are in the closet. This is my laser printer down here, and my sublimation printer is up here. I need to refill my yellow ink, you can see still. And I have it set up to do an auto print every day of a printer test page. Or not every day, about twice a week. That's the test page I got from, I can't remember where I downloaded it from, but I just reuse old paper, and so it prints that page to keep the sublimation ink going because I don't use my sublimation printer that often. So obviously my project is sublimation night. I've got to set up a design and get that working for us. Oops. There's the rest of my office and the laundry room. Mostly clean. Okay, let's turn that off. I guess you didn't need to see that. Sorry about that. There we go. So, anyways, so I'm going to set up a sublimation design. I do have this design from before for mugs. But they're celebrating their 25th or 25 years in this neighborhood. So they want some customizing on the mugs here. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm actually going to use, I'm really comfortable with Microsoft Publisher. So I'm going to use that to go ahead and do this, this work. So let me actually go over to my monitor. And I think I'm probably breaking something there. Oop. Changing, okay. And I'm going to use Publisher, like I said, because I'm very comfortable with that product, and I have some layouts already with, I shouldn't say masters, already configured with in Publisher. Oops, I didn't open it. Sorry about that. So I'll just reuse those masters to get this mug design properly. Now I like my mugs to designed on both sides of the mug because I prefer the design to be on both sides of the mug. So that's just me. That's what I like. So there you go. Do you know what? While we're here, let me show you how I've set up my printer. Mine is an Epson 2500 inkjet. It is a converted printer. I set up my scan settings this way a while ago. My scan settings, not my scan settings, sorry. My conversion settings. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So I set up my printer settings, there we go, so that they will be in a certain way. And whoa. And I just set them as my printer properties. Oh, there, it's an Epson ET-2800 series. I just set them up in my printer properties, so I only have to change them once and never have to change them again. So here on the printing preferences, I think it's preferences, it might be properties. One, if you put it in one and not the other, they don't stick, but if you put it in one of these settings, they stay forever. So if it doesn't work, you do the other one. So let's look in properties first. And I'm going to pull that over. Oh, I don't know what that window is. Okay. Oh, it's publisher telling me to buy their product. Okay, so here we have over on, okay, not the properties is not where I wanted to go. I actually had to install the drivers, and so that's under printing preferences. Here we go. Okay, so for my sublimation printer, I print on premium presentation paper matte on high quality. I want my two-sided printer off, and copies one usually. If I'm doing multiple, then I'll do more copies, but I usually set that in the program rather than here in the printer properties here. Mine will print really long, up to something like 24 feet. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but there was some lady on YouTube who did it, so maybe someday I'll set that up and we'll play with it. The other thing that I set up right here was the mirror image and bidirectional printing. Bidirectional means that when the print head goes left, it will print, and when it goes back right, it prints. Sometimes that messes with the quality, so sometimes you want to turn that off. I didn't notice a difference in the quality on mine, so I have it selected that way so it'll print faster. In one of my classes, I learned here under the advanced custom settings to set the color settings to this. The last time I used these color settings, it didn't turn out correct. So I am going to have to do a couple of test prints, test mugs to make sure I get the color correct. They didn't turn out properly, like the color wasn't on. So I might have to adjust these settings, which I'm scared to do because I got these from another creator and I don't want to have to change them. But maybe I'm gonna have to. I don't want to have to futz around with it. Now Jennifer Maker does have a sublimation printer page, a Subliflower is what she calls it, and how to dial in your colors. So, oh my goodness, it's late. So now I have to yawn. So with Jennifer Maker's, you can, you have to actually sublimate the image. So put it on something, not just print it from your printer. You have to iron it on something to get the true color. I'm just gonna play with the design that I have because I think that'll be better. But all of that, first of all, we've got to get the design first. So here is my mug. I'm gonna just go ahead and start the free trial. Okay, there we go. And do you know what? Let me get my license taken care of and I will be right back because you guys don't need to see that. Okay, here's my master. So let's go ahead and insert the other part that they wanted on this design that it says celebrating 25 years in downtown Farmington. And they wanted a specific font and I don't remember what the font is. So I'm gonna use a tool. So let me go ahead and open Chrome. I don't know if you've seen this tool before, but It's called Wordmark.it. I installed it on the browser extension, but it's just Wordmark.it. So let's go. I wonder if the browser extension doesn't work anymore. It must. So this actually just previews all of the fonts on the computer. So I want to see the numbers and the letters. Of course, you could always do this. A quick brown fox jumped over the lazy brown dog. The reason why we use that in text is because it uses all of the letters of the alphabet, but that's not it. So I remember, I thought that this font that they're using on their cards was a font that started with an A. And it was a normal Windows font, but I'm not seeing it here in the A's. So I'll keep on going and keep on looking. But look, I have 278 fonts installed. Whoa! I'm gonna switch this to night mode because it's easier on my eyes and because I love night mode. I'm gonna make them just a little bit bigger. Oh, I have to use, oh, I don't have to pay for it. I was hoping. Yeah, I have to pay for it to get night mode. Boo! And same for bigger? No, okay, not for bigger. So the feature of this is that the numbers hang lower than the baseline of the words. So we'll keep looking for that. And what you can do is just click, oh my gosh, the ads, I have to click the button too. Oh look, there's an auto scroll. I wonder if that's a feature. Oh, we're gonna slow that down. I like the auto scroll feature, pretty cool. Oh look, I have to pay for that too. Maybe I'm gonna have to pay for Wordmark. It's pretty inexpensive, $2 a year, but I'm so cheap. Let's see if we can find the font, first of all. For some reason, I thought it was like architect or, oh, it might have been like Egyptian or Roman or something like that. Papyrus. That's what I was thinking of. I'm pretty sure it's Papyrus is the name of the font. Let's pull that one out. And if not, I can always do oh, that's all of the fonts. If not, I can always go to a font website and do something. So I have my crafts and we can go to DeFont. Do I have DeFont on here? Oh, I have font space. I like DeFont and I don't even have it favorited. Look at that. And let's look at Papyrus. Oh, so that's not what at all I'm looking for, but let's go ahead and filter selected fonts, which I only did Papyrus. Let's actually try the different words to see if it matches. What I'm looking at. It's not exactly the same, but do you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my phone. You know, worst case scenario, use your phone, figure it out, do a Google Fonts and say what font is this. that's like a website that you can use too. This one's close, but it's not exactly right, and well, let me try again. You know what? This might actually be the font. It's just that it looks more clear. Oh, I think it's two fonts. I think the text is a different font than the numbers. Okay, let's go check that out. You know what? Not even. This is the right font. I just need to trust my font finding ability. Okay, so it is papyrus. So let's go ahead and type this in there. So I'm going to insert a text box. Right about there is good enough for this. And I wonder, well, we'll see. So I wonder if I should make this, oh, we should make it the right font while we're here. And
I might have to buy a new
hold on just a second. Okay, now that I put it in the right font, this is not what it's not right, I can tell. So let's go find the what font is it this app and figure it out. I can't remember what the website is, but we can Google it. Font Finder, what font is this? And there's another one right there. Let's look at that. Let's look at them both, see which one we like better. We'll try what the font, that's the one that I was thinking of was what the font, but what font is this? So here's drag and drop my image. Let me get this image to my computer. Actually, how's the fastest way gonna get this to my computer? Took a picture from my camera. I think I'll just upload it to my Google Drive would probably be easiest. Let me crop this. Okay. I know I've seen this font before. Why can't I find it? Okay, let me just put it up to my Google Drive. And get to my Google Drive over here. Oh, that's funny. So there's actually an easier way. I have the Google Drive set up in my File Explorer. Silly me. Oh, but I have to turn it off for when I'm recording. So back to Google Drive. Oh my goodness. How funny. Well, so the fence story, I'll tell you a fence story. Our fence is down, the old one, and the new one should be coming in next week, should be installed next week. It's crazy how much airflow we have in our backyard with the fence down. I'm just really surprised how much there is. So these files are all from a long time ago. Let's look at today. It's where I last modified. I thought I just uploaded that to my Google Drive. Oh, I didn't press the save button on my phone. Whoops. There it is. So we're going to drag and drop this. Well, okay, we'll just toss it. Okay, we'll just download it. And then we'll grab it from here. Okay, yay! Please wait. Next step, sign in for better results. Try your pro membership. We will sell you something. Okay, so it looks like we can play with the settings here a little bit to get a better image, but I do want, yeah, a bright contrast, maybe not that bright, but it should just be black and white. Bring that down 2 more. 25 sounds nice. We don't need to, and let's reduce the noise. Yeah. Okay, why not? Let's see what it comes up with. I understand. Okay, so what does it ask you? Some of your letters are invalid. To improve results, we have disabled these letters. It says you can activate all of the letters. This is a W. If this letter was split in more image, drag each over to combine them. There we go. Oh, nope, I wasn't supposed to do that. I wonder if I can put that back. Oh well. But these ones go together. So we should go back, and I might have done the contrast too much or the brightness too much. Wow. Okay, let's crop out the artifacts there. Artifacts. That's funny. Okay. So these are the same letter. These are the same letter. Yeah, it's not, okay, so let's start over. I wonder if I can do both. Yeah, I think this will give me a better chance at finding the font. I don't know why I put it on a gray background. That kind of annoys me, but whatever. So let's reduce the noise. It's reducing the noise really, I don't like that. So let's auto adjust. Oh, I don't know. Let's just click next and see what happens. Oh, only use 3 to 10 characters. Okay. Okay, so input. So I get to pick 3 to 10 characters. Oh, do I have to identify the letter? Oh, I have to identify the letter. That's great. Okay, so this is a 0. Let's do the R, the T, and the F, and the 3. There we go. Ooh, let's do the 7 because it's very unique. It's probably enough. Okay. Oh, that one looks very close. And it's free for personal use. Tenderness. Okay, we'll download that. Let's see what it looks like in the app. Okay, so I wasn't planning on showing you this, but let's go ahead and show you how to install a font. Oh, did I not download it? I clicked download now. Oh, it opened a new tab. That's what happened. The page didn't load. Okay. Yeah. So download. So this order is for a friend. I'm not making any money off of it. So do follow the license agreements. It says it's good. Wait for the whole 20 seconds to get the download. Thank you, Sora Sagano, for sharing your font. Okay, I'm too impatient. I'm going to click download now. Okay, so this font comes in a zip file. It's not done downloading yet. I need to give it one more second. I'll show you how to download. This is a Windows computer, so it's different for a Mac. This is how you install the font on a Windows computer. It's actually pretty easy. I'll open File Explorer. And because it's a zip file, we have to unzip it first. I actually have my file extensions showing. So that's why you see this, this .zip in here. Normally that doesn't show up for users. I'll show you where I changed that setting as well. Let me open the downloads folder. It'll take just a minute. My poor computer is working so hard. You poor thing. Okay. Bring that up there. Okay. So here it is .zip. It's here under view. And I think it's under show. This is Windows 11. Yeah, file name extensions. I like that on. Normally I don't recommend hidden files, but I do IT for a living, so leave that one off. Yes, I said that correctly. So to unzip a file, you can right click on it, or if you up here on the toolbar, there's this extract all. So just go ahead and click that button. I'm gonna let it extract right here in my downloads folder, but you can select a different folder if you want it to go to your C drive or your documents folder or something like that. I'm just gonna do it here in my downloads folder because that's good enough for me. I feel like I can go get another font anytime I want to, so I'm not too worried about keeping backups of my fonts. This is turning out to be quite the video. Okay, so there's fonts are either OTFs or TTFs. TTFs are the older file versions, the OTFs are the new ones. All you have to do is once it's unzipped, just double click on the file like I did. Let me go back, I did that quick and didn't talk to you through it, sorry about that. So here's my downloads, here's where it unzipped it. Notice it doesn't have a zipper on it. The file that I want. So I'm just going to open that up just with a double click. And then I'm finding the OTF file and I'm just going to double click on that. It's going to open the quick brown font page and there's just an install button right at the top. So I'm just going to click install. So the kind of annoying thing that has to happen here, I'm going to close. Now it's installed. The install button is gray. I'm just going to go ahead and close that out. This is just a preview of that file over here. I'm going to close out the tenderness. I don't think I need any of these. Well, let me just minimize that in case we need to go find the font again. Here's the trick. I'm pretty sure that this font is not going to show up in Publisher yet. I think I'm going to have to close Publisher and reopen it for it to show up. But let's just try it just to see. Oh my goodness, it did show up. There we go. And that looks pretty close to the font. It looks better than it was before. So I'm going to go with it. I'm not sure if I like years like that. You know what? Let's make all of the words capitalized. I think we should do that. There. I like that better. Fonts, it's always tricky to choose your fonts. Okay, the one thing that I do need to change is the paragraph kerning. So I need the paragraphs to be only single spaced. And I also want them not as, I don't want to have them have spaces like they have after the paragraphs. That's the line spacing right here. I'm going to change that to 0. There we go. That brings them much closer together how they should be. Now they wanted this 25 years to be pretty big, so I'm just going to make that bigger. And you know what? All of this needs to be, it doesn't need to be big, but it should be stately. So I'm thinking maybe 24 or 18, something like that for this font right here. Okay, how do I know how to do this? It feels like I'm talking a lot and just filling out words and you don't know where I'm coming from. So I was in desktop publishing for all through high school and into my college work for quite a while. So yeah, so that's how I know how to do this. And that's why I use Publisher a lot, because I'm comfortable with that program. I think I had done it just a little bit too big, and I think I like this celebrating 25 years about that size. I want this right down at the bottom of the mug, so I'm gonna bring this down, and you know what I'm gonna do is change the word wrapping on this. So, or not the word wrapping, I'm gonna pin this because I keep on coming up here. So let me pin the ribbon so that it stays there. I want this to be at the bottom of my text box, and I don't see that here, so that's got to be on the text box button. There it is. Bottom center is what I want. I still want less space between the lines. That's the kerning. So I'm going to go back to my paragraph, and that's going to be here in the font. It's on that home tab, but it's also in here too. Oh, I thought it was in here. I don't see it there. So we're going to have to go back to home and paragraph. And I think I can actually make this a negative. Nope, I can't. Okay, so what that means I'm going to have to do is break this into 3 separate, what do you call them? Groups. So that they align. But you know what? I also want this to be centered. So half of 5 inches is 2.5 inches. Let me click off of the text box and then get my center line here at 2.5 inches. And then I can just line up this text box. It should snap to the center because I have that set up. Oh, not even close. I might have turned it off on this one. That is in view. Guides. I do have guides. Oh, that's to show. There's a snap to guides option somewhere. I don't remember where it's at. That's okay. What I'm going to do instead is just use my arrow keys and get it so it's lined up on the center of that page. Oh yes, I still want less space between the paragraphs. Let's see if I can do it this way. Oh, those are just my paragraphs to show my paragraph markings. Which tells me I'm probably gonna have to, as I didn't want to do, is make this into 3 text boxes, or at least 2. Let's try it in 2. So let's, oops. I'm gonna copy, that's what I meant to copy, and I'm gonna paste it. Okay, there we go. So what I'm gonna do is in this one, I'm gonna delete that stuff, and this stuff I'm just going to let's see if I can, there we go. Let's see if we can get this 25 years in the right place. Okay, so what it's doing now is it's trying to wrap all of those icons or those text boxes together, and that's the word wrap. So we're just going to set that to none so that they fall over each other, if that even makes sense. I hope I'm using words that make sense. This text box is still in the right place. This one is not. I'm just going to use my arrow keys and arrow over to the right place. And I think I want the 25 years to still be even bigger. So let me see if I can make this bigger. You know what? At this point, I think I can make these bigger as well. And still not have it be too big for the rest of the mug design. So let's move this back up. Nope, I want this bigger. I want 25 years to be substantial. Yes. And it looks pretty centered to me. So let's take a look at the whole thing. This would be the mug, the entire mug. So I think I am ready to do a test one. I'm going to group these two boxes together, these two text boxes together, so that when they, when I move them, they'll move as one. And then I'm going to copy and paste, duplicate that one, and put it over here on this side. So I've got that front and back to my design. And again, move the center line over here, so I know where to put that box. Again, down at the bottom, and then almost right. Perfect. Okay. And I also need to still test my the coloring as well. So this will be ready for a test run, a test mug in the Sublimation tomorrow for the customer to verify that that's what they want me to do. So I guess that's all for now. Let me switch back to my other camera. That still ended up being a long video, but when you're dealing with fonts, it always turns into a long video. But this was fun, and I hope you learned something, and ask me questions, put in comments, likes, hearts, whatever's. I hate to ask because it feels weird. I don't like that, but I'd love to know what you're thinking and how I can help you better. So like, comment, share. No. Let me know how I can help you better. Bye.